guys, it's BuhByberg Gaming, where our motto is good gaming gone bad. And welcome back to Arcade Spirits. Now, when we last left off, we got all teary-eyed because we lost the owner of the Funplex, Francine, and it made me super sad and I wanted to cry. In the distant future year of 20XX, and for the first time, I am entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working in an arcade. Now, I'm working on my future. Which admittedly still involves working in an arcade, but still, my future. I admit it feels weird. I'd grown so used to going with the flow, letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest hand in the control is a bit terrifying. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flames of Miss Francine's Funplex alive as we move into the era of the Funplex dream. And, well, honestly, I'm super anxious about it all. I want this to be perfect, I will make it so. It's going to be fine, it has to be. I'm nervous, who wouldn't be? There's so much riding on the success of the Funplex dream. Not just a paycheck, but the hopes and dreams of all my friends. And I can't forget about Teo's hopes and dreams in particular. I'm not the only one anxious about this. The stress weighs heavily on both of us. I don't want to let him down. I keep waiting for the universe to wake up and notice that I'm on a roll. If fickle fate could take away the Funplex, what could it do to the Funplex dream? I know that hardly a constructive attitude to have, but anxiety is rarely a logical thing. You can know the truth while your nerves tell you something else entirely. Now all that's left is to get through the opening day without an incident. I arrived early that morning to go over any last-minute preparations to make sure everything is in order. Plus, Juniper was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast. So she lovingly shoved me out of the apartment and told me to be productive. Now, I stood in awe of the building, the dream I poured my heart and soul into. I still barely believed it myself. I paused at a moment to let my reality finally hit me, and then stepped into my destiny. Aww! Yay! Pushing open the doors to the Funplex dream, I was greeted by relative peace and quiet. Just the beeps and boops, the people moving about doing last-minute preparations. We traveled a long and arduous road ever since the great Wake Treventspiracy. Gavin secured us a great rental space, an abandoned pizza place with that all-too-familiar triangular roof. Nobody else wanted it, but it didn't care about the funny shape. Quirk is in our favor. I really couldn't have done all the renovations about this place with needed any help of our financial benefactor. Sorry, my brother Trevor, 29, was showing me something. Our financial benefactor. Percy gave up a large chunk of his savings for this. I hope we can do right by him. Considering it was going to go to charity originally, now it's going to us. We went with a familiar layout, if it ain't broke, and all that, to show that we've still got the spirit and passion that made the Funplex great. But it's not all the carbon copy. We've got a few new additions that Francine would even be proud of. The video wall, the video wall is a nice touch. That one was my idea. It was an alternative between running music video games, promos, and high score leaderboards. We also repainted a general update on all the appliances and fixtures to give it a more finished feel and less of a retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. Naomi and Percy worked together to pick up games with a decadently retro feel. Considering Decla's focus on tickety gambling-ish games, this helps us stand out from the competition. She put a lot of hard work restoring them, and truthfully, we've run into a lot of problems along the way. But watching her tirelessly working to perfect them is inspiring. As for Queen Bee's experiment into advanced streamer support, well, I'm unsure on how this will pan out, but she's confident, and such confidence is contagious. She invited a few big-name streamers to drop in on opening day and broadcast from our makeshift little studio. They'll build up some buzz for the arcade far and wide. As for my decision, all of my choices made this. Made the Funplex dream what it is. So much labor and love went into the project from all of us. And now, all that's left is the official opening these doors. But before the fateful hour began, I still want to do one last check on operations just in case. Since we opted for a basic arcade, Ashley setup was a breeze. Naomi and Ashley worked together to get the games up and running. Ashley managed to impress Naomi when she pulled out her long-forgotten skills with electronics. Naomi seemed to be busying herself with double, triple, and even quadruple checks of every game prior to opening. So, talk to me. You good? Oh, hey Albert, or should I call you boss? Albert's just fine. Okay, we're good to go, Albert. Great. Since we're focusing entirely on games, we need to make sure they are absolutely perfect. Agreed. And you can count on me to deliver. I'd better hurry and finish my checks, though. We're opening soon, and I want to finish this game. As you were.
See ya.
Toodles. Good. Not that I was too worried about the games. Keeping things simple worked out well for us. Percy was right. Running a classic arcade is right in our wheelhouse. After my quick check-in, I noticed the clock. Its unforgiving hand telling me that it is not long now. Okay, breathe, Albert. Calm down. Everything's clearly under control. There's no need to freak out. You're just mistaking excitement for terror. This is exciting. This is a happy day, the first day of the Funplex stream. You can do this. You can do this. No, with all of us working together, we can do this. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up. Hey, Albert. Hearing Tails' voice is a breath of fresh air within the stiffness of the Funplex stream. It's an arcade. Circulating is not its forte, and if there is one person I can depend on, it's Teo. It springs around to check in with Gavin, Ashley, and Naomi and see if they need any help. And they are ready to RTG, ready to go. That's great. I'm glad to hear everything's going swimmingly. All the stress this opening has taken a toll on me. I feel like, I can't even make a weary joke. That's how stressed I am. Tails was all smiles when he approached, but now I watch Tails' demeanor turn to uncertainty. I know now it's not an ideal time with the doors opening in mere minutes, but we really need to talk. Oh no, no. Oh no. I feel my heart drop in the darkest corner of my stomach. Whenever anyone uses the words, we really need to talk, it's never, ever good. Is it? With reservation, I choose my next words. You're actually a space elf, aren't you? What's up? I don't want to go with, are you breaking up with me? Because that's the worst possible outcome, and I don't want that to happen. What's up? Let's talk. Whatever Teo wants to discuss is obviously important to him enough to know it can't wait until later. I'd rather not drag this out and have this feeling of dread for the rest of the day anyway. You got it? You talk, and I will listen. Intently. Thank you. Teo takes a deep breath. I just got off the phone with my boss. They fired you? You and your wildest imagination. They would never fire me. Okay, wait. Thinking about it, they technically could, but not in today's case. They offered me the position of regional community manager. I hear with my expecting the absolute worst, and well, actually sounds pretty decent. At least a step up from the absolute worst, right? That sounds like good news. It is. It is an increase in pay. I get to travel all over, and I'd be in charge of all the Showtime stage communities across the entirety of North America. I get to be my own boss, essentially. This also is pretty good at an advancement in his career. Great opportunity, so why does Tails still look so worried? That's gotta be a catch. There's always a catch. Yep, that's all fantastic news, so what's the problem? Well, it would limit the amount of time we get to spend together. So, like, I'd only see you dancing 4 days a week instead of, like, the usual 7? And equipped, the Tail science tells me it's not so funny. Okay, lay it on me. How significant of a change are we talking about? Tail shifts to comfort all while my anxiety continues to mount. You know I love you, right? Yes, and I you. But now I'm extremely concerned. And I really don't have the time to dawdle now. I'm supposed to open those doors in just a few minutes, and I don't have time for this back and forth. As much as you want to be here for intently discussing the nuisance of Tails' new job option, I'm still under the extreme stress of the grand opening. This is not the ideal time to talk about this. Please just spit it out. I've been traveling all over and making multiple trips in months almost every weekend. These workations, if you will be anywhere from 4 to 7 days. Not ideal, to be honest. This would also mean I would have to hire a new community manager for this area, meaning someone else would be in charge of the Showtime crew here at the Funplex stream. But, Tail sighs, bringing his hand up in defeat. I know, I promised to be here every day, dance my heart out, and look at you from afar. But with this new job, I couldn't do that. They need me. The news had quickly turned from good to great, and now disheartening. Blackness curled my lips into a frown, realizing exactly what Tails' words meant. I wouldn't get to see him every day anymore, and I had grown so accustomed to the way his smile lights up the whole arcade. Daily flirting escapades of tenderly kissing me in between songs would be a thing of the past. We wouldn't be able to sprint off for a romantic dinner after a long day at work like we used to do at the Funplex. Teo, this is... What about your promise? This is not thrilled, but you gotta do you. It's not fair, but it's his job. I can't just go, oh, my heart, oh, you gotta stay with me. I gotta think about him in this. A relationship goes back and forth between things. You gotta compensate sometimes. I'm not thrilled, but you gotta do you. The thought of not being able to spend all the time with Teo anymore is just heartbreaking. I've grown fond of waking up in his arms and all our sweet, tender moments. And not having Teo around to bolster the spirits of the Funplex team is certainly going to impact our success. However, I know what that promotion means to Teo. I know this is important to you, but I won't lie. I'm not exactly happy with the aspect of not having you around. It's going to be tough. There it is, I said it, and there's no coming back from it. Teo takes a moment to digest everything, and his distaste of the situation mirrors back at my own feelings.
I think you might be overreacting a bit.
I'm just saying! Me? Overacting? What do you mean? I just don't want to, like, never see you again.
It's not like I'm not going to be seeing you.
I went with the normal, modest thing! Don't be a dick now! Yeah, it'll just be significantly less.
Look, I'm not expecting you to be super jazzed about this, but what's the harm? It doesn't change our love for each other, right?
You're turning into a dick now! Why is this happening now? Why? What did I do? Ah! Except the Teo's Roadshow will be captain attractive and I'm just not seeing how we can maintain. No! 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 Except the Teo Roadshow will capture attractive groupies by the dozens. I can't go, okay, fine. No, I'm not going, I'm just not see. Fuck you! Except the Teo Roadshow will captivate attractive groupies by the dozen. I'm not gonna go, okay, fine. Whatever you need, it's fine. That's a dick move. I can see it now. Your tour bus pursued by thundering herds of Teo fans, wearing official Teo merchandise, your face smeared across their chests. They're eager to get a piece of your hot dancing bod hanging out of the airport hotel just to steal a glimpse of you. I mean, you can see why I might be a bit jealous and worried, right? Right? Wrong. Wait, you believe that being out of sight is akin to being out of mind as well? How shallow do you think my love is that you expect me to betray you like that? I'm not saying you would, just that, well, you're super flirty and you'll be gone most of the time, but things happen when people leave. No, I get it. I doubt you think I would actually cheat on you, but you're clearly not comfortable with this.
You gotta understand that I can't let this opportunity slip just because it means we won't see each other as often.
Trying to be nice!
I'm trying to make this work.
I know that! I went with the normal option! Why are you being a dick? Fuck me sideways! Fine! It's fine!
From day one, meeting you at the Funplex, you've told me to focus more on myself and my needs.
Stop!
And I've done that.
I know! Now you're being a dick to me!
But now I finally take the time to believe and give back to myself for all my hard work.
Oh my God!
To finally revel in my victory.
Oh my God!
And you want to get in the way of that?
No, I don't! I don't want to get in the way of that! You're making this difficult! I merely feel like a human garbage. I've made a huge mistake.
Look,
Teo,
just save it, okay?
My God.
Let's not dig this hole any deeper.
You're digging the hole deeper! I went with a normal thing! You're being a dick! And with that, Teo turns and walks away. Well, fuck! I can't handle this right now. As much as I want to stop everything and sort through this mess, I've got a job to do today. There will be time for this later and patch up things with Teo, presumably. I need to at least try to put this turmoil behind me so I can focus on the first day of the Funplex dream with a smile. Despite reeling from the incident just now, despite my nerves, I'm not ready to do this because I have to be ready, no choice. I got big plans for opening ceremony. I'm going to open the doors, give my prepared speech to the gathered masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Fuck me! I went with the normal option game! I went with the normal option! He took it out of proportion! Stepping to the forefront, I grasp the door handles and throw the gates to the Funplex dream wide. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the Funplex dream. Welcome to all of you. I hope that... Whoa! Okay, never mind then. Charge! I don't even have time to finish on one of my line on a big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the door and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with the sound of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony. Plans out the window. All I do is sort stuff out, but folks want to get to the gaming. Who am I to argue? A few minutes of final checks around this place, I decided to move into phase 2, meet and greets around the arcade. I walked the arcade like I did in my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although I could probably track down Teo too, assuming he wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. The Funplex room is my domain. Open to my exploration. Where should I visit first? Let's go work on Teo's dance machine. Let's go work on Nemo. Most of the time, I've drawn to the Showtime stage because of the flashing lights and the hip beats, not because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Neo's feelings were working it. Seeing the whole thing without the tune synced to those flashy light rigging going is kind of depressing. And listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way.
Oh.
This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Oh. Fortunately, Teo is proving surprisingly knowledgeable of the inner workings of his favorite game. You may need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where you can find the replacement copy of the files if needed. This is the third release version of Showtime Stage software, right? These are easier to come by than most more modern fourth versions, oddly enough. The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping, and if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there were just so many games to get up and running. I must have missed this ticking time bomb of hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on it all the time. Since Showtime Stage is defunct, maybe Teo has a moment or two to spare. Hey Teo, I just want to touch base. Teo smiles nonchalantly as masks everyone around him to save for me. Yep, that sounds about right, but it's going to have to wait. I can't abandon my other love, Showtime Stage, right now. I can't argue with solid logic. His game needs him. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves bring the crowd in. Getting it working on opening day is a priority. Different game. Ooh. Can we pull a hard drive from a different game to reformat it? I don't want to get any sources. I want to go with the... I'm not going to be a dick. This isn't the only game we have which uses a hard disk, right? Can we pull a reformat one from another game using Teo's file to make a clone of Showtime Stage? Well, it means voluntarily disabling one of our other games, but... Wait, I know. Wild Rider, that piece of poop is always crashing on us. That's not like it's very popular. Let's link that drive from that and make it Showtime Stage drive. I can have that up and running in an hour. Sounds perfect. I'll send you the files to get a bit to eat and get back to the time to show everyone what the great dance community we've got here at the Funplex stream. So it'll take a bit, but we'll get our stage back in working order. Good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems aside from this. Oh, no! Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious about what's going on. I can swear I've seen this guy before, maybe in the crowd or something. Hey, is that Showtime Stage really hosed? For now, yes, but we'll have it fixed up as soon as we can. Oh man, I want to get my groove on. That's a bummer. You know, I might know a guy who can get you a replacement super cheap. Or like any game you want, anything as long as you know, don't ask too many questions. Thanks for your generous offer, but we're fine. No reason to be mean or to be lampshade. What's likely meant as an open invitation to do crimes? I'm happy to see your enthusiasm for the Funplex stream, but I think we can handle this. Sorry you can't play your favorite game right now, but it'll be fixed soon. The gamer shrugs it off, not too offended. School, just figured I'd offer. I dig this place. It's got a little bit of everything I like. I just come back to wow the ladies with my hot style. Later! Bye! That was odd. But as he fades back into the crowd, I decide to move on. Where should I visit next? Queen Bee and Ashley are talking with some arcade newbies. Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. I'm not laughing! Wow! just wow! She's been keeping a total surprise from all, working in secret on it. It's impressive stuff. It seems to have attracted attention of a brand new customer, at least. Hey, look, kid, a real life and wild newbie.
Hiya.
Welcome to the Funplex stream. We're so happy you could join us for opening day. Thank you. You're all part of Deco's Palace. I know this. Child, yes you, young one. Tell Albert here what you told us. That I've never used a joystick before in my life. I mean, I've mostly been at Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff, that's all. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends here today, so I figured I might try one out.
Whoa.
Never, not once played on a joystick. Can you believe it? Yes, we've all been there. No point in flaunting them for it now. Aw, but that's just too cute. To be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all. The Funplex stream is the right place to learn. We've friendly, inviting sorts of arcade, no math skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play the Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Want to go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queeby's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or you could join me for a round or two of TMNT. Nothing like a friendly cooperative brawler game that leads you into things.
No way.
Best way to learn is to jump headfirst into the deep end. I say, no regrets. Just smashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you got a built-in community to learn from right at your fingertips. But turtles who are ninjas. Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in the headlights, stuck in a crossfire. I would go with Ashley, maybe because it's your first time and you need to learn. Let's start you off right. 2 buttons, 1 stick. Endless fun. Ashley, you want to show our new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters?
Yes!
Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some creativity bloodless robot ninjas and just get shell-shocked. Oh, okay, sure. Lead the way. Bye. The newbie seems happy with the decision, even if it's just because they get to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Whatever. I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Okay, I'm going back to beating the crap out of fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day through your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. Time to move on. And Gavin and Percy are hanging out near the changing machine. Since we decided to stick out with basics, there aren't too many places to hang out and not play games. It's all games all the time. Surprisingly, Percy and Gavin have found a quiet corner near this change machine. Completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in this company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course. When my siblings snatch up technology companies, it was a pump and dump. In essence, they stir up excitement and acquisitions, then drop it once it goes cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long. Thanks to their short attention spans, I'm glad I could save you.
Apologies.
No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid potholes on the road of finance, yes? Especially with so many of our resources are tied up in the Funplex stream. I approach him in what seems to be a natural lull in the conversation, although talk of financing itself is quite a downer. So, stock market talk?
Indeed.
Indeed. I like to do my trade in the morning before I come to the arcade. Got all that bother over with so I can focus on Moopy. Afraid we're being astonishingly boring at the moment. We're just two overly serious gentlemen talking about finance. That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficiency today. Having started a new business myself, I should probably learn about how to, money works. I'm running at about 90 adulting right now because Teo's kind of being a dick. He's just being a massive dick. I was trying to be nice. Oh, what'd you like to know about? Expenses. I want to throw a kick-ass party tonight to celebrate. Investments. How do I plan in the arcade's future? I'd like to invest in our future. Thinking long term, surviving for many years to come rather than jumping at the easiest profit I can. A fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long term. Yes, I take a moment-to-moment trade, but they backed up by stability of stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually as I've hired a phalanx of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next 30 years. Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio, give you some ideas on how to build up a nest egg for the Funplex stream? I'd be honored. I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two skin deeper and deeper into conversations about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and start losing consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day. I need to reserve some of that for later. And then I noticed a customer having some problems with the change machine. Oh, hi! She frowns as she swipes her credit card through the slot and again, and a little red arrow light popping each time she does it. Aw, come on! This was working earlier. Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further prove my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met before? Oh, right. I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here. Hey, good to see you. Love what you've done with the place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card reader. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I gotta, but I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use the card. Sure, we'll try and run your card one more time. Kind of strange how our card isn't working, not sure. I won't want to go too far with this, better to trust the machine's designed to verify transactions instead. I stick the standard policy. Let's try the card again. I'm sure it's just a momentary outage. Okay. She finishes a bit checking her smartwatch briefly, before swiping through the change machine's on again. This time the light is green and a pile of 50 tokens starts pouring out of the tray. See? No problem at all. Hey, thanks for your help. Big thanks. I'm really looking forward to playing these games. I can't believe how much sweet retro stuff you have. Happy to help. I guess it really was just a moment of outage. What's with the matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. What to do next? Before I continue my wandering, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the door without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific. What? Okay, what am I pretending not to be looking for? Miss Ginny Define. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normal some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of Funplex stream. Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's a redhead near the entrance with a handbag. Best of luck. I didn't spot her thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering the morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day at the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a great start, and I'm sure the reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance. Oh no! You! I remember you! Oh no! My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at the birthday party. You and your lanky friend had played. My Josh was stupid to know the coin slot works. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes, build a new arcade on those ashes 100 years from now after this blows over. Before I could try to defend myself, she holds up her hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade, and would love nothing more than to give you a 0 stars and walk away immediately, I am forcibly committed to ethical standards to stay and probably review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of, in my view. Understood? Even if I want to get on the triad or chew her out, I've got to think of an arcade. This isn't some rando angry parent mouth this time. It feels like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. Understood. Excellent. What I need for you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or considerations. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterest outside party, so that I can judge your faculty and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see one erogenous mistake, I will bring it to your attention. Pointedly. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and they require absolute honesty in any difficulty I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you were then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right now, but I can even leap to the defense of what we built here without antagonizing her further. I may need to talk with Gavin about how to save the Funplex stream from another negative review. Nothing else I could do but pray that the arcade gods of everything from here goes out perfectly. Once again, I wanted the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside, I felt all alone battling my thoughts. It's certainly not helping my anxiety, mind you. Being under the magnifying glass, which means anything that can go wrong will go wrong. in specular fashion, reportedly on across every arcade enthusiast website in Minnesota. No, wait, stop. Bad thinking. Don't assume things will go wrong. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. What if the afternoon will be a disaster? I have a very bad feeling. And then afternoon was a disaster. I knew I was spoken too soon, and the second I saw Gavin approach me with a tinge of worry filling his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machine this fast, and yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, and yet there are only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Albert, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of our retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I've tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're taking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe, they'll just keep piling up. All the toilets stopped working. All of them. We need to call a plumber fast, and not the one that jumps on turtles. Anxiety rising. What are we gonna do? This doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I'll admit that I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day. Iron out the wrinkles. Try again tomorrow. We're hastily losing our grip on things. If we don't say anything, we may as well call quits. I must refocus our energy. Command the troops. Ask for help. Well, okay, we can, look, I know you're looking at me for the leader here, but I'm not really the expert when it comes to any of this. I need your help. I trust you. Each of you know how to deal with the problems like this. If you really dig deep and think about it, what do you think we should do? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops breath and thinks. I'll become a plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab the plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we'll maybe convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs. Maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go battle with our demonically possessed toilets. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls on our distributor and see where the chain broke down. I'll also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put the filler on the indie arcade community online. I'll see if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back on the online grooves, and even if it means popping my head up in the crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people, good solutions. I won't be able to work on the floor while I'm taming other restrooms. Albert, are you good covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up. You three focus on your task at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can't do whatever Funplex Dream throws at me. Got it? Gotcha. But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo water all over my new mascot. Toodles. I'm on it. You can count on me. Bye, guys. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. Now wait to tap on someone. No way to tap out with someone to help me with those situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. Can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk letting someone spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling feverishly invigorated, I start my floor trick. There are problems all around me. What should I tackle first? Ooh. Cursing and banging as someone beats up a machine. I hear the clang of a bang of someone assaulting a cabinet. I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion him over to join what he does. Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like some sword. There's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligans working his way down to the retro games, yelling at them, smacking them with joysticks like they were speed bugs. I swear he's going to knock over Joust. That's how hard he's shoving the cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy. Thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He placed a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. This happens more often than you think. Someone getting so mad at the game that they start smacking the cabinets around. Unlike pinball, which will go in tilt mode to punish you out of justice to be found here, is my justice. I'm the arcade law. You stupid piece of game! I totally jumped over that barrel, stupid monkey, and his barrels. Even if I'm less than eager to bring the law down to this guy. And all of the sides of the side, he'd probably eat 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench press his pickup trucks for fun. But I know my dude, and I know what I must do. Sir, I need to ask you to stop that immediately. Let's keep it simple. Sir, we have a strict policy against damaging our games. I need you to stop that immediately. And who the are you, huh? Oh, good. Just what I needed from now. The corner of my eye is about Mr. Dufresne watching. I better stay cool. I'm the manager, and I have a right to eject any customer abusing the games. I suggest you play nicely if you want to stay in the Funplex dream. Understood, sir? You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something on someone behind me. It's only a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever is gone now. And now Mr. Dufresne returns to the crowd without commenting, hopefully quietly approved by my law bringing. That was odd. I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problems address next? Queen Bee cursing up a storm like more than usual. Are you f***ing kidding me? Queen Bee casts a sharp glare at someone who is about to play the ideal fisted cover machine disordering them. Then looks down at her phone again, frantically keying commands. Right, that's sorted out. What's going on? Some tried to hijack my streaming account. I don't get it. Naomi and I put together this stinky mini computers to stream games videos ourselves, and I made the security recommendations myself to avoid this sort of thing. But it looks like our new experimental tech is allowing celebs like me to walk on up on a game and start streaming, and it has a few holes. I stepped away for a few moments and hit the bottom, nothing, which is a disaster zone, by the way, and got an alert on my phone that someone tried to log into my account. They didn't count on my two-factor authentication at least. I admit, I'm not silicone literate enough to know how to streaming where those two can work. I allocate some R&D funding from them to make it happen. The specifics are beyond me. Apparently the trouble has drawn the attention of a never-watched from Mr. Frame. Okay, Naomi's busy fixing some power supply, but grab her and ask her to turn off the streaming add-on for now until we get this sorted out. Great, just great. That days of streaming down the drain. But it beats living in a security hole wide open. We'll figure this out later. With Naomi busy and Ashley battling towards, I only have the option to turn to technology assistant. Iris, can you check the security camera footage, see who messed with the fisted discomfort machine while Queen Bee was looking? Maybe
Iris,
that'll
online.
help. Already on it. I've analyzed the video feeds ever since you mentioned hacking in a foot. Nobody hacks my friend and gets away with it. It looks like the next person to approach the machine was a tall man with blue sunglasses. You think he did it? He assessed the USB slot stream using the log in our new tech. It wasn't streaming anything or even playing the game. He just plugged into a small device, waited, then left. From the access log, I'd say he's our culprit. I'm on it. Thanks, Iris. It doesn't take long to track our guy for the staters. He is. Rather unique fashion sense. Also, he's plugging into another game of our extremely friendly games without playing. That's extremely obvious. Kind of hard to give him benefit of doubt, or even second, he's clearly booked. Although, he looks like he could break me if the break is used. Should I choose my words wisely? Keep that up and I'll call the police. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? I'm the manager here, and I know damn well what you've been up to. Immediately, he straightens up, pocketing the item he's committing arcade crimes with. Also not lightly. What? I wasn't doing nothing. Yes, you were. I know it. In fact, exactly what you were doing. And if you continue doing it, I'm calling the police. This is the second chance, a rare one, and I suggest you take it there. I take it. There will be no third. Understood? At a first growl, let her ready protest his innocence before holding himself back. Lucky I'm under orders, Nerdo. Fine, whatever you want. He walks over the crowd without another word, left me in state of utter confusion in our exchange, but I'll take that hesitantly. Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him though. The security video feed, don't worry, I'll let you know if he resorts to his nefarious ways. I'll handle him without causing an incident, although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. With that in the bag, I quickly look around to see if there's any other nearby problems I can address. The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies. The retro television-based video wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing on a cheap mini computer too. Particularly and inexpensively, it gives just the perfect amount of flair. And I've been pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing nature's documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of the retro music, video, and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing, necessarily. There are so many worse things that could be playing, but that's still not playing what I wanted to play. Something's amiss, and as I'm hunting around the remote control we keep on the party as Q approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Albert. Not my choice, Tail. I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we'd suddenly experience a paradigm shift in the arcade theming or something. The bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to the channel 3, which should take the video feed the only system. Then it flips back to the bunnies on channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. It's nice to see him in more upbeat mood considering what happened earlier. But as much as I'd like to, I can't heed him too much attention. His bunnies are driving me mad. So I click back to channel 3. And nope, once again it reverts back to channel 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker. No one can modify Nomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's just a prank with a universal TV remote. I got one of those myself. helps me turn off overly loud TVs and bars which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks bladder. How about I suddenly go check the crowd to see if anybody's got a clear line of sight as pointing gadget or video while each time we change it. I shout for help, so I'm not going to deny Tails' offer. Sure, go for it. So the war of remote controls continues for another minute back and forth from music video to documentaries about rabbits, and now it's showing them mating, which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or maybe will be critic black mark against us for certain. It's only a few minutes, but it feels like the attorney completing mega-verbal tears returns. Found him, orange jacket, standing in the pinball section. Thanks, Teo. No worries, anything for the Funplex beam. I won't just leave you high and dry, even if you aren't on solid ground right now. Not gonna stay. I roll my sleeves on my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. Wait a minute, isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? It didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in the hand briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps notice my approaching, the teenager rolls stealth and gets unnatural one, resulting in the arcade and obviously attempting to look at an important part of it. Hey! Didn't do anything! Hi! Good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given the thing's bundle of nervousness, I'm sure I feel like coming down on a ton of bricks with Brookhead, but rules are rules. Excuse me, would you kindly stop doing that? I'm sorry, but I know you're the one changing the TV channel. I'm not, you are, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal. If you kindly stop doing it from now on, we can let this go. It's not like you did anything seriously wrong, okay? Just stop changing the channel. Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I was, but never mind. Okay, I'll stop. Thank you, bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I decided to look a bit more, hoping for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next? Before I can continue, Quest of Purge, Arcade, I'm regretful by an offer at my hands down. I knew it, Albert, about our missing inventory.
Oh.
When I get my hands on whoever did this, I find the electric bomb, Albert. Sabotage and treason. An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight on what's causing all these messes, but it was chaotic jumbo 1. Okay, one time at it, please. Our superior lack of slow snack inventory was indeed not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance. And the malfeasance explains our electrical problem too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, they actually what happened. An external shock to the grid, not a grid failure. Someone got a battery or something other than shock prod and was using it to crash games. Must have been the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towel and firecrackers down the toilets. It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up some of the gross chunks of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This all sounded too suspicious to be random acts of hooliganism, and also ties to what I've been holding enemy for. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. I've been busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket, and I haven't been able to put the pieces together. But now it's clear, I don't know what I must do. Good work, everyone. Wrap up your task. I'll handle the prankster. If you pardon me, it's time for Mr. McFeelty to go kick some ass. No. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of you, but the job's not finished yet. Gavin, order us replacement inventory, actually find the plumber, best we can afford, and then we finish our replacement of the fried power supply. As for me, I'm going to have a word with our miscreant. You know who to blame for this mess? I got a pretty strong suspicion. Go get him, Albert. Bye, guys. And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up with our own missions to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. I'm not particularly thrilled to begin with our confrontation. My nerves haven't stopped jangling since this morning. But, well, my friends are counting on me to lead, to be responsible for one. I can't voice off onto Gavin like I might have done from Funplex. Problem that query isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes studying me as I approached, grinning ear to ear.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello there.
Fuck you!
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I did, bitch! Yeah, I can't say I understand that why, but at least I know the who. The matching fashion style was a pretty big
I
clue.
guess some formal introductions in order. Yeah, okay.
Fuck you!
The name's Sue. Natural-born leader. Hacker extraordinaire. And leader of the Ghost Monsters. The hottest gang on these streets.
Yeah, I can tell.
Nice to meet ya.
She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never
Yeah,
ceasing.
I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. But clearly, you were cool with that, since you didn't kick any of us out. I respect that. I really do. Shows you know it's all in good fun.
Fun?
Let me make it up to you, okay?
What? Sue steps back and taps the button on her smartwatch. And from the crowd of gamers, her whole gang assembles. Gang, this is... What's your name again? Mr. McFealty. Gang, this is Albert. Albert, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Now then, she turned to face her ghost monsters. You were all very, very naughty, and I'd say he's owed an apology, a big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumble a semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. McFealty. Really sorry. Now then! When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven. Correct? Because,
No!
and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back.
Yeah.
Again and again.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on.
Yeah.
Now, okay. We may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but
You
that's
do, and
cool,
I'm kicking
right?
you out.
I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal.
Really?
So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
No! I pause, taking everything Sue rambles about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, accept a second chance to cause trouble after I already let your first wave slide, try to hijack Queen Bee's streaming account, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely phase her, the grin still lingering. Yep, that sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist bump. If you truly love this arcade, you have to stop causing problems. Rules are rules, you viewers. I don't know. Are you kidding me? Of course not. Sure, why not? I absolve you all of your arcade sins. Lol, no, get out. If you truly love this arcade, you'll stop causing problems. Yeah, this is what I'm going to say. Look, I'm sure you're all good kids at heart, but if I let you hang out around here and you keep cause problems, it's not good for any of us. If you sincerely love the Funplex stream, you'll understand I can't let you ruffle feathers, as you put it. I need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, right? So, I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you'll follow the rules from now on. That's the best I can do, okay?
No helping it.
Well, I'd like to work out with you really, but promises is kind of a steep ask. Something's wrong. And I'm a pretty empathetic sort of guy. I can tell when someone's being legit with me. And she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but it seems conflicted. How hard is it not to hack a machine but run wild? Why would that be a problem? Okay, see, normally I give you my word. Word is bond, but well, no ifs, and or buts. I need your word if I'm going to rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to get the police involved here. Keep this between us, right? She raised an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea.
Yeah.
You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No.
Oh, I think I might.
Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day.
I don't care.
We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or
Okay.
weapons. We sell information.
Oh,
And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in.
Ooh.
So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
Okay. So now you're threatening me.
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
Oh my god. But before she can continue her trade, we rather rudely interrupted. Oi! Sue! The hell you think you're doing here? The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected a new challenger, and I glared towards the... What the hell have I walked into? Oh, great. Okay, Albert, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. Damn right you do. Ghost monsters don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or get tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I'm sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to her side. I'm sorry, south of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you, darlings.
Ghost monsters for life!
Oh, ghost monsters, this locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do you say we do to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch. Nobody! Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity social justice individual. Think you got your answer, ladies? Now then, let's rumble! Fucking hell! Well, with their credit, they didn't throw the first punch, but we're taking hand didn't shoot first levels in morale high ground here. Or merely ghost monsters and love chainsaws at each other, start scrapping, punching, shoving each other. The baseball bats get swung and flying off the sides racing games. Soda cannons are thrown, someone uproots the near chair of the snack machine, and it goes flying toward it. It's chaos, complete utter chaos, and it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Albert. As for me, it's funny, when you start out a day anxious about what the future may bring, once the future goes completely to poop, well, the anxiety just fades away. And there's something I always dream about seeing your whole world crumble around you. There's nothing left to fear, and that means I can swing into action over the patient. Before anyone gets the touching the hell out of here. Gavin after you already out, I joined in trying to funnel the panicked crowd of kids and gamers out the door and away from the colony. This way, hurry! In an orderly fashion, please! Out, everybody out! With our focus on loading the place with arcade gamers and nothing more, it doesn't leave a lot of room to work with. Nor is it much of an octagon with a mostly sloppy mix of material arts, brawl, breaking out. We're going to have a lot of game damage when it's all said and done. Damn it! I'm not letting them get away with this! Oh shit! Until now it's been a world sloppiest barroom brawl. Teenagers flaying at each other, wildly generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now she's pulled a gun. Now, not some arcade light gun, but a real-life shooting and killing gun. This is not happening. This cannot be happening. But this is 100% happening. The rate of our loyalty to lovely chainsaw getting raised their weapon taking it 2 times. But our target is completely tucked behind Mr. Frame, Gavin. If I don't do something, my mind races. Call acceptance and watch. Jump in front of the bullets! The slow man. Fuck! I can't protect all of them! Get down! No! What happened? Did I get shot? What happened? Hello? Holy... What did you... I was aiming for Sue! Pigs! Pigs! Run for it! Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it! Stay with us, Albert. I got shot! No! No! I got shot! I got shot! I just wanted to make the dream for everyone to enjoy. That's all. Was that so wrong? It's what you would have done. It's what you did to you. It's what you did do for all of us. But I guess no good deed goes unpunished, huh? The McFealty family curse.
You've a strong spirit, dear.
Don't make me cry now, game. I'm not ready for this.
You'll get through this. I know you will. But for now, you'd best wake up.
Oh no!
There's
I got
still
shot.
more to be done.
I got shot. I got shot bad. Okay, I'm fine though. Slowly, very slowly, I open my eyes. The soft beeping of medical monitor greets me, as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. Well, they're no heavenly being. They do appear to be my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. I'm still a little hazy as they briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild thrash, I startled the shooter enough to let her bullet miss its intended target. And instead, it went into my leg. Okay, I got shot. Awesome. Which hurts like bitch, which hurts like hell, but apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover from in a few weeks, easily. 2 days in the hospital, a week or two on crutches, some limping, then I'll be back to normal, 100%. And more importantly, nobody died. I can live with the momentary pain if someone else gets to live, period. So, could it have been better? Could it have been worse? The doctor, having given me the report, leaves to treat the other patients, but before they do, they inform me I have a visitor. At least, there's a plus side. I just wonder who it is. Teo walks in holding a huge bouquet of my favorite flowers. It's beautiful arrangement, the second biggest one I've seen received. He sheepishly smiles when we lock eyes. These are for you. You two are sweet. The sweetest. Teo places the flowers on the bedside table before sitting down next to me. He takes my hand in his and holds it tightly. Before I could say anything, Teo...
Thank you for dealing with me in my moment of selfishness earlier. I was too focused on myself to see anything else. I just wanted that job so bad.
And that's why I'm trying to be nice to you. I said, take the job. I didn't care.
I know I've been trying to focus on myself rather than pushing everyone else into the spotlight. I was being selfless to the point of diminishing myself.
God damn it, gang. You're making me get feels again.
But in this case, maybe being a little more selfless would have helped me understand how isolated you felt. Instead, I got defensive and callous to your needs.
I was kind enough to say, go take the job. I'll be fine.
And for that, I apologize.
Teo goes straight to the point, and I'd take a moment to ponder his admission. No, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be just Teo apology. It took two to tango to say it. I apologize as well. I should have been more open to discussing it with you further before jumping into negative conclusions. And of course, I accept your apology. Can you forgive me too? Naturally. Shall we kiss and make up? Naturally. Teo leans over and gently places a kiss on my forehead. I really didn't mean for our conversation to end as sour as it did. And I feel even worse that it ended up with you injured before we could sort it all out. It's not like either of us expected this to end in gunfire, Teo. If I was a psychic or had superhuman speed, then I could have stopped it easily, or I could have just been a little bit quicker to react. You're too hard on yourself, Teo. All that matters is that you're happy. I'm happy, and we're happy together. Our eyes lock as I smile lovingly at him. Teo's cheeks flush, grinning sheepishly. I'm extremely happy. He smiles, lingers on a second longer before the thoughts pop in his mind. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I had a few phone calls and chatted with a couple friends in the industry. Go on. Remember Michelle from Max? Yep, of course. Turns out she's working on a new indie game. A rhythm game. Sounds like it's your jam, literally. It's called Dance Game. That's it, just Dance Game. How a props. According to her, development is coming along good pace and is poised to take off a big way. She's also dropped some hints that with great popularity comes the need for a great community manager, as she offered me the position closer to launch, and of which I, of course, took. So now I can stay here, hop over Funplex Stream, and have a badass new job. Everything's coming up, Teo. Whoa. But they really named it Dance Game. That's fantastic news. That's a great outcome. Teo gets his dream job and we get to be together. What could be better? I'm so happy it all worked out. Me too. As soon as you're fully healed, I'd love to take you out on a celebratory date night. Yes, please. Now, if I could only heal faster, I should let you nap then. As my great aunt used to say, rest is the best medicine. So relax and enjoy some beauty sleep. Now that you need any, you're just the cutest patient in this hospital. Even with the IV attached to me and these bandages on my leg, even then. Rest up, I'll be back soon, dream of me. Teo blows me a kiss and he disappears from my hospital room. Seeing the person I care for most was certainly a boon to my spirit. Now that I've according for something to food here. With my heart calm, my body feeling tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle into the covers and yawn to escape me. I'm just about to roll over to drift to sleep, another visitor drops in. It's likely well past visiting hours, but no small amount of both dread and relief. I'm glad to see her. Mr. McField, a word, if you will. I try to straighten myself for the pillow basket. Backrest, time to put my professional front, even if I'm in excruciating pain. Okay, I should start by explaining what that happened today isn't exactly indicative of. I should hope it was. It's hard to discuss the disbelief on my face. What? It seems I misjudged your character. Based on initial unpleasant interactions, based on what I could say to talk today, you are no fool nor a coward. I let you need my protect my family override my better judgment. How absurd to paint everything you built at the Funplex Stream with that brush. All over such a small matter. I saw yourself restore yourself in front of that bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. It's indicative that someone who isn't simply in this for money, as so many as the industry are. In fact, you took a bullet for me, despite my open hostility towards you. It seems that very childish of me in retrospect, and I apologize. I suppose I've become a bit jaded from all those eager and cash in on the arcade scene. All those large-scale arcades I have to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So, you were impressed with arcade. Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster going on before the gang war broke out. But I will say that I've only seen that amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual to say the least. The last time I reviewed a small up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything. I wrote my review in an honest fashion, and I was wrote my scathing pen in place was solid, closed down within a month. Sold to a notable figure in the industry. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, Dekonami. In such fate, an arcade which dares to stand up to him, your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being fair too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in his crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation after today's affairs, the Funplex dream will be next. Again and again and again, turned down by Dekonami. This time he didn't even have to lift a finger, but pure coincidence, the ghost monsters wrecked everything before he could extract any revenge. All he had to do was swoop in and buy it while out what's left of our dream. However, I have come to a decision. Given I was a first-hand witness to your troubles, which is clear not your fault, and given your willingness to put even your own life in line of your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, and I want to return in 1 week to get a more accurate and mature overview of your operation. 1 week, that's the best I can offer you. This is a difficult hill to climb out of, Miss Fealty, even aside from early troubles, having a gang fight, and shooting a transparent on an arcade. Well, the press will feed on this. Even if I was the only press present and accounted for, they will dig and they will speculate and they will chew on your bones. If your arcade survives the initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay this concerns to rest. I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts. Best foot forward when I return, or your renders will know the truth. Understood? Understood. Then I'll leave you to your recuperation. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leaving me with my thoughts. 1 week. I've got exactly 1 week to completely rebuild our reputation and clear the good name of the Funplex tree. Otherwise, it's game over for all of us. Have I done it? Yes! You cleared level 7 Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. You proved to be a gentle and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 23,200 points. Woohoo! And now let's have one last pizza fact. 62 Americans prefer meat topping over their pizza, while 38 prefer vegetarian. Everybody loves different kinds of pizza, and that's a beautiful thing. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to drum roll, please? The final level. Save the game. Yes. Save the game. All right. I'm actually going to leave this episode here. In the next episode, we're going to rolling right into the last episode of this game. And I'm not too keen on doing it. My heart is full of hurt. I took a bullet to protect my company. And that makes me happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please search everything down below. I'll leave a link to the game down there as well. Leave a couple of good things down there. If you guys like what I do, make sure to click that bell icon and tap that beautiful subscribe button. Also, make sure to smash that like button. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Keep burn!